been 35 years since the band began, and Slayer has been through a lot of adversities through the years. I mean, after rebranding, even though it was not there most of the time, and this was in the address, most of people thought that, oh, Slayer will never sound the same, but we did it. After Lombardo left the band 2 times, and a lot of people said, oh, without Lombardo's signature, Slayer will never sound the same again, and you did it. After Jeff Hanneman's passing, everybody said, no, that's it. How did you manage to overcome such adversities through the years and keep so tight after 3 decades and a half?
Well, Jeff was hard. Paul was in band a long time. From 2002, I think, something like that. Then I've always admired his drumming. We worked really well together, so I won't be concerned when Paul came back. The Hanneman thing is difficult because me and Jeff wrote all the music since day one. So
One of the leaders as well. Most of the leaders.
So, it's just, the desire to continue, because I'm not done. When Jeff first got the spider bite, I went into writing all the time because I didn't know if Jeff was going to have anything or not. So I had to make sure Slayer was covered. And if Jeff didn't write, I'd either have extra material or have material to go play with other people, whatever got thrown my way. So, I looked out for Slayer's best interest from day one, and I was more prepared than I would have been had I not done that. But still, you can never prepare for losing. One of my friends, one of my lifelong friends.
So, talking about Repentance, it's the record you're touring on, and it's the first one without even the possibility of Jeff Hanneman coming back to the band or writing some material. How was that for you? You miss him artistically and personally?
Probably more personally, I guess. Because like I said, we had tons of material. We still have 6 or 8 songs left over that maybe find their way to the next album. I don't know. The hardest thing for me was just his opinion in the studio. Having the dude to bounce ideas off of that I've always had. So I had to do all that myself. If I had a big question, bounce stuff off Tom and Paul. But I was very confident in the music we had. We just had to get the performance on to record it.
And you're, of course, a very different person than when you began with the band. And you and Tom are the only original members of the band. It's been 35 years, and a lot of stuff. You've been through a lot of music transformation, industry transformation from vinyl to CD to MP3 to streaming. What keeps you guys motivated to keep recording and touring after all these years?
It's my job. But when it started keeping me busy, I went, I'm not neglecting Slayer this time. So I enjoy it. I'm still a metal kid. If you look at my iPod, you would be really surprised by anything you find on there. We played the Maximus Festival last week. I went up on stage and watched Zombie because, my friend, John 5, I know those guys. It's fun. It's fun for me to be in my position and be able to see my friends.
Talking about that, there's a tradition of hard rock and heavy metal bands to have the possibility of being headliners on festival or playing stadiums. You see any new band that will continue that after you guys stop playing, after Metallica, after all this generation?
I wish I did, but I don't. I don't have time to hear everything, so there might be somebody out there I haven't heard yet. But to me, I would describe it in a number of places, how I see it. You know, when I was a kid, you had Eddie Van Halen, you had Randy Rhoads, you had Montrose, for God's sakes, Ted Nugent, KK and Glenn. You know, you had people that I wanted to aspire to be. You know, I didn't want to grow up and wear, you know, all the spikes and leather that Halford does, but I wanted to do that my style. You know, and I did the nails for a long time. He comes back every once in a while. I wear the chains, bangs up my knees. But as far as guitar players go, there's really, I mean, the last great guitar player that I would put in that category would be Don and Zach. You know, they're about the same era, but since then, who is it?
Yeah.
You know, of course there's good players, but there's nobody that grabs your attention. You know, there's no Slash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, it just seems like, yeah, you've got the people, you know, whether you like the Big Four, whether you like, you know, Maiden, Priest, and Metallica, so Metallica, the Big Four, and so on, Maiden, Priest, and Sabbath. They were guitar heroes. And like I said, there's good players now, but to me, there's no one that just grabs you from and says, you want to be like me. You know, it just doesn't seem like there's the inspiration.
Why do you think Slayer fans are so obsessed with the band?
Slayers. The fans have always been. I mean, there's metal fans, there's Slayer fans.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know, man. I think they relate to us more than a lot of other metal bands because you know, I don't get dressed up to come back to the interviews. This is me. This is what I wear. If I do sound check, this is what I'm wearing. If I go out, this is what I'm wearing. Let's go someplace where I can wear shorts. But
thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time.